that thought they were going to do Anfield comeback. It's difficult for you to walk alone twice. Once beaten, twice shy. Liverpool were beaten twice. How many times shy is that one? I mean now, once beaten, twice shy.
This will pass twice shy.
Twice.
This is 7 times. 7 times shy. This is 7 times shy.
One person shall pursue 1,000. 2 shall pursue 10,000. So once beaten, twice shy. Twice beaten, 10,000 shy. Liverpool. Arne Slot and his team have failed to do it again. The same team. He said, Thunder does not strike the same place twice.
This one, it does strike 3 times.
It seems the Thunder is now finding a very good spot to strike. Because a particular team in PSG has successfully knocked out Liverpool twice out of the Champions League in consecutive seasons.
And they did that with Liverpool not scoring over 2 legs.
They scored.
Looking at the amount of money.
No, this season.
Yes,
Elizabeth, looking at the amount of money that Liverpool spent, should they be playing 2 legs against PSG and not even scoring 1 goal?
When last did they score even for that Fulham game? When last did they score?
That was plenty.
Yes. So it's not as if, in fact, credit to them for not conceding more than 4 over 2 legs.
Jesus.
Because I was expecting them to be beaten black and blue, like properly battered. PSG didn't even do much in the 2 legs. The normal PSG.
But funny enough, you have to give credit to the fact that Liverpool were the better team.
Yes, yesterday, yes.
Of course, they played at home. How did they play for pride?
And that's why I'm asking the questions. How come you play so well and you're unable to convert your chances?
They've not been scoring goals. That's the issue. They create chances. They get opportunities. Because if you look at PSG, their defense is not that good. It is always open. And if you cannot capitalize on it, you cannot get your main man, your firepower, getting the job done for you, it will cost you. If you are creating chances and you're not scoring goals, what's the essence of you creating chances? And in that game, it started with Alexander Isak up front and then Ekitike. Even if he wants to play Ekitike on the wing, why not try on the left?
Those two combined are over 200 million.
Yes, I'm not even talking about the price tag. That's left for the club and then the management that did the deal. Now, if you want to play Ekitike as a winger, why not try him on the left where he flourishes more? Why put him on that Salah's wing? That's another mistake in his selection, in his lineup. So now the game went off in a way that Ekitike got injured. Why have Alexander Isak in that game, in that intense game, that a man that has not played that has not gotten a number of games in his pockets, he just came back of injury, why starting him in that power game, making him look as if every responsibility is on him. If he doesn't deliver, Liverpool is in trouble. That's too harsh for him. And then if you want to play a game, yes, that guy has not played a quite number of games since he came back from injury. So why throw him in a game that you are 2 goals, down? And you're trying to get on level. I'm coming, let me finish. Okay. So now, for the lineup, you need Salah scored in your previous game at home against Fulham.
I think I was going to ask that question.
Now, why did Salah not start? Whether Salah is playing well or not right now, that experience matters. That fear factor will be there. That there is a Salah on the pitch. We cannot just leave him out rightly. That fear factor will be there. He can do and undo when the time comes. So why not start him? Of course, there's also Rio Ngomwa. He scored in the last game too.
You want to play Rio Ngomwa in a game of this caliber?
The ones he played, what did they do? You take your chances. In that game, he played all the players he bought, and none of them proved him right in that game. So for me, let's just thank God that they didn't concede more than this.
You should be thanking God.
Yes. If PSG had played the way they played Chelsea in that 2 legs against Liverpool, it could reach like 10-2. 10 on aggregate.
Mide?
Well, I would want to disagree with Lizzie on that Liverpool front, because Liverpool, check the stats and the game itself. Even before Ekitike got injured, they were on the front foot and they took the game to PSG. PSG actually, it is not until probably the first goal when they even after the first goal, Liverpool were still on them. They had a penalty, disallowed that was cancelled, and so many. The starts, the passes, the outpass, the outran. They had more shots. I think PSG had more shots, but no. See,
Liverpool
Liverpool had more
did
shots.
They had more
More
shots.
shots, but
Yeah.
PSG had more shots on target than them. But
Yeah.
overall, it was
Total shots for Liverpool 21, for
20.
PSG 12.
Yes. So Liverpool they took everything to them. But the problem I think for me is that Liverpool left it too late. Why can't you approach the game the way you did yesterday at Parc des
Away at the
Princes?
Parc des Princes.
So that was where they got it wrong. Look at Atletico Madrid. The Atletico Madrid went to
Camp Nou.
and gave it their best. They know they will have limited chances, but those limited chances they have to
took them,
convert.
they took
And
them.
they took them with such aplomb. And that is the reason why. And that was what PSG did yesterday. They were not in the game. Quite all right. They don't have to because they have the cushion already. But they took their chances. When it presented itself, they took their chances. That is but Liverpool overall for me, should they Arne Slot said after in the press conference that he think this team can go places, and I think going by
places they are going is your home.
yes, going places in the sense that in future, like
Okay.
he believes that team,
Future impossible things.
from what I saw yesterday, or from what the whole thing I saw from that to that game yesterday, I think it's a good one that at least even with Salah not playing a very good part of the game at the very beginning, the first 30 minutes or so, you can still see that they are preparing for life after Salah and the like. So if they can get performance like if Arne Slot can get performance like this from his team on a regular basis, that is where the problem is with Liverpool this season. They have been so inconsistent with their performances. Look at them against Fulham. They got their chances early and they sealed it up. This is what we know Liverpool to be all about, and this is what they have been doing before. Now, if he can get them firing again, like get this kind of performance from them, I think it will be a good one from them. I hopefully next season they pick up, but for now, just rest and recharge and look forward to the best for next season.
Ousmane Dembele.
Yes, Dembele.
Ousmane
Dembele.
Dembele. This is a guy that everyone needs to watch out for, because last season, are we seeing a repeat of what happened last season? Because PSG last season, they started like a team that didn't know what they were doing. Arsenal defeated them last season in the group stage. But when it mattered most, like Mide used to say, when it mattered most, they got that important win against Arsenal. I believe if Arsenal was able to sell off PSG, they could have actually won the Champions League last season. They could. This season again, we are saying the same thing. They struggled to qualify from the group stage. Now they manage themselves against Monaco. They struggled to see off Monaco. They conceded a lot of goals. This is Liverpool. They saw off Liverpool without conceding.
And streamlined them.
Dembele, the guy that came into form last season, is already coming into form this season. Should opponents be afraid of PSG?
Very well, they should be afraid of PSG. Now, it was Dembele that scored for this in the second leg at Anfield last season, just like this season.
Yeah.
To win
It's,
them.
for them to get
I think he
to
scored
the,
the first leg too.
no, it was
It was Desiree
was-
and Kraftkala.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this the same thing is repeating itself, just like you mentioned. He scored at Anfield last season.
And he's scoring again.
Yes, he backed the brace. An improvement of goals for him. He's now getting back his rhythm. The only thing that where I would draw the line is the fact that when it comes to Ballon d'Or conversation, and you don't want to pick him up by this time of the day, when there are certain players that have
A particular set of fans is picking up a player that started playing in January. I don't want to mention their name.
that's what I'm saying. That for me, I'm not saying all credit to the Ballon d'Or.
Turn that one.
Okay.
So all credit to the Ballon d'Or is just one, But right now, picking up this moment is too late. But it's a good one for PSG because now team will be more worried that everybody in that squad can score. The only person that you cannot think of probably is the keeper that will not score you, that cannot have a chance on goal with you. So PSG right now, I see them going into the final again this season.
You believe PSG, if they beat any of Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, they are going to defeat either of Bayern Munich or Real Madrid?
They should. With the way they play.
Do you agree with Elizabeth?
That
If PSG meets either of Bayern Munich or Real Madrid, they are going to make it to the final.
depending on the opponent. If it is Real Madrid, they make the final. Bayern
Munich.
Bayern will take it this time.
So
Yes.
it's going to be a straightforward one.
For me, it's straightforward. Bayern are unplayable this season. They have been. You see, it's one thing scoring goals. But it's another thing being astute at the defense, like defending like proper team. And this is a team that doesn't concede a lot of chances.
Bayern Munich are the kings of comebacks this season.
Aside comebacks, they have been breezing past teams with so much ease. You know, the way they played the first leg against, though it was quite nervy towards the end at the Bernabeu, but they were in so much control for majority of the game, and it was so evident. They took their goals, early enough, and it was cruise control away from home. If they can do that at the Bernabeu, you can imagine where they cannot do that. Imagine PSG having been in that second year, the way they played against Liverpool in the first leg, and Bayern comes into town with that form. Do you think PSG will stand a chance?
The game I'm actually watching out for is Bayern Munich versus PSG.
That's the final before final.
That's the
game I'm watching out for.
Exactly, that is the final before final. I said it. It's the final before final. These are the games that would tell you, and believe me, Bayern will prove their title credential.
But one thing I actually want to add
one.
also is the fact that I strongly believe that any team, yes, I think I'm rooting for Atletico Madrid, but any team that comes from that other pot, that pot that contains Man City, Madrid, anything that makes the final from that side, has a 65% chance of winning the Champions League.
Of course.
For you to go through that part, you have played the final best
of the
best.
Believe me,
the last 8.
They have played the best of the best. Make it to the final. Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid done. Arsenal is most looking like Arsenal.
They have one leg.
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, they have one
Anybody
leg.
that always beat both of them, can they beat it out of Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, or PSG?
See, nobody on that side will beat.
Let's round up on these notes.
Yes.
Luis Enrique is finally building a machine that finds the perfect time to work. What can you do to stop Luis Enrique machine? Anyone playing against PSG now, what should they watch out for? What can they do to stop PSG? Why are you laughing? You are laughing.
No.
What I think they can do is that, just make sure you said. I think Elizabeth, more or less talk about Vitinha.
Yeah.
When you want to play PSG, the most important thing you have to do is make sure you overwhelm and overpower them. When Chelsea beat PSG, the only team before this season to have beaten them, in major cup competition last season, it was through the middle. Maresca understands that these guys will outpass you. They will outrun, because as much as they have willing runners, people that can actually run tirelessly to mark, to press, they are still technicians. So as much as they are so much energetic to run and all do the hard work, they still have enough technique in them to outplay you. So now, in order to do that, you have to go toe-to-toe with them in that middle. Use brute force. If you don't take that midfield from them, like go toe-to-toe with them, there's no way they want to boss you. Okay. And that is where I think Bayern are the only team that can actually stop them, because in that middle, they have players that can actually match, if not overpower PSG.
Definitely.
And I think
let's round up with Ekitike's injury yesterday. I think it has been confirmed that he would be out of the World Cup, which is a big loss for
France.
Dijon. But let's look at Liverpool themselves. Liverpool are not guaranteed a spot in the top 5 in the Champions League.
Yes.
How important is Ekitike's? How much will Ekitike's injury affect Liverpool going forward?
It's definitely going to affect them, because it's that man that has picked up Liverpool since he joined. Even not for 1 or 2 injuries that happened in the middle of the season, it was that man that showed us that glimpse that he wants to pick up on his debut season. Yeah. And he did that. He has a number of goals and assists in his cabinet. It's going to be a huge miss, because he's that man that you can take off in Liverpool's front that can score goal. Other than that, Salah is not in form. McAllister, 0. Cody Gakpo, 0.
McAllister was good last season, but this season
is not to write him about. Gravenberch, not to write him about.
Zoboslai, that should have been doing that job, is struggling between playing. Right, yes. So it's going to be a huge miss, and it's going to be a huge blow for them. The kind of matches that they have coming up. How can they score goals? Because they've been creating chances lesson online. In games, they create chances, beautiful moments and all of that. But that man that will be clinical in front of goal to get that goal is not there. And it's the one that is looking like he's trying. So it's going to be a huge miss for them. And with this injury, I doubt them making the Champions League spot next season.
And
Wow.
in addition to that one, for a player that has actually, played in 45 games, scored 17 goals, and got 6 assists.
That's
That is
23
23
goal
goals contribution this season.
It's the
Albeit
season.
some injury.
And then
wahala.
even
Despite-
most of these goals are probably the goals that turns defeat into draws or winning goals.
winning goals.
So he's so important. He has been the one that's been, pulling that this poor Liverpool team together, towards where Liverpool are today is all thanks to Ekitike. If his goals are not there, I'm very sure they will be a mid-table team this season.
Well, that's how we are going to round up. But let me give you one final question. Liverpool. Cody Gakpo has been
That one.
rubbish. Mohamed Salah, yes.
you know we will talk
I'm
about-
saying with my both chest. Cody Gakpo has been
With
nonsense.
your full chest.
Yes, with my full chest. Cody Gakpo has been nonsense. They definitely miss the absence of Diego Jota, Mesores,
May his soul rest in peace.
and what was it called? This
Luis
man in Bayern
Diaz.
Munich. Luis Diaz.
Luis Diaz, yeah.
Mohamed Salah is going off. Who do you think Liverpool can get for that their wing? Let's move round this off.
For that, in the absence of Ekitike, right now,
Next season, they should begin to plateau. This season is dead.
it's done. It's done. Okay,
and dusted.
it's more done and dusted.
Or they should just leave the team like that.
Of course, they will need reinforcements.
Congratulations
Now but for that one, right now, I don't think because we need to get to
The question you should even be asking ourselves is Liverpool attractive enough for you to want to
of
bring any player now?
they are still
Well,
And the kind of shoe they want to fill that shoe is too big.
is big.
I only hope that
have to.
what number is Mohamed Salah wearing? 11.
11.
If I'm a player coming to Liverpool right now,
Yeah,
I will
you are
not
talking
take-
about
I will
11.
not take that
You-
number
Are you
11
talking
jersey.
about 11?
That jersey is a big jersey right now. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for staying with us. Please remember to follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. You can drop your comments on the things that we have discussed, Ekitike's injury and the likes, Diego Simeone,
Salah.
most especially Diego Simeone. Can he begin to enter the
regarded.
conversations of one of the best coaches
In world
ever
football.
did the job? Yes, my name is Arugundade Adedamola. Don't forget to follow us on our YouTube platform to subscribe, like, comment, and share. We love you. Mide, Elizabeth, thanks for coming once again. See you next time.